Greetings everyone. This story today comes from the subreddit r/relationship_advice by user Spyfin. This story is titled, "My wife has told me she has checked out of our marriage and I have suspicions she is cheating with a coworker." Before we get into this story, I would like to thank everyone for clicking on and watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider liking and subscribing. Every little bit helps and would benefit me greatly. Now, let's dive right into this. Me, 32, and wife, 31, have been married for 10 years and have 2 children. We also just bought and moved into a new house. 2 months ago she told me that she doesn't feel anything towards me, doesn't love me, doesn't trust me, and that she doesn't feel happy in our relationship. She also told me to stop telling her that I love her because she was just feeling obligated to say it. She said she feels that way because she thinks I'm cheating and I checked out. To address the checking out, I thought we were still close. Maybe just a little distant because of stress, and she hadn't brought anything up directly. The only thing that was stressing me out and changing things was that we were house hunting and buying a new house in the middle of September. It was also something that when she asked what was wrong I mentioned. The reason she thought I was cheating was because I left early from my work to pick up my kids and her from school, and while we were doing errands there was a red mark that showed up on my neck. Though over the next couple minutes it was spreading to where my entire neck was red on one side. She said that it reacted like that because I was caught, though by the time we finished everything and I had gone back to work the redness was already gone. We have had some other trust issues that I ended up going to counseling for to see her way and change my mind. Even though that was the case, she still goes through my phone trying to find anything and doesn't trust me there also. She told me mid-October she wants to try a trial separation and that while she doesn't have anyone in mind she wants to feel something with someone else. I asked her to talk with me to discuss exactly what the separation would entail and the expectations, and it still hasn't been discussed even though I had tried a couple times to bring it up again. A week or so after this I went to log in to Facebook and she was logged in. There was a pending message from her coworker saying something I thought was flirty. I asked her about it and ended up getting yelled at that she flirts with people and that it isn't any of my business since we are doing the separation. I brought up that we hadn't even discussed any part of what that would entail and that we were still married. She said that she was going to give me until after the holidays to make a decision, but that me bringing it up is forcing her to make a decision about getting a divorce. Since then, she and her coworker have hung out a lot, they are constantly talking, and she has spent the night at their house a couple times. And a week or so ago she said she wants to sleep with someone else, though she said once again she doesn't have anyone in mind. I had told her if she does that while we are still married I might end up resenting her. Since then I've been burying it down that it hurts, but I feel like if I try to say anything it won't matter as she will just say we are doing the trial separation. So I've been trying to focus on myself, be as patient as I can, and keep myself in a better state. It's getting harder and harder to not just look and see what is going on. I'm just not sure if I'm fooling myself into thinking that our relationship could get back to where it was, or if I'm just being taken for a ride and just being left in a state of limbo while she uses the separation to do what she wants. I'm half on the fence of just filing for a divorce myself, but I want things to work out and I've told her that I'm willing to do whatever I need to do and wait as long as she needs. I also don't want to upturn things for our kids as we just moved and got them into a better school. If we get a divorce and I end up having to pay any sort of alimony or child support, we will have to get rid of the house and move. She told me that she doesn't want any of that from me, but it's hard to say. While I know this is just an accounting of just my side and I know there is probably a lot that I'm missing, I'm making this post to get an opinion from someone outside our friend groups or people that have a jaded view from their own failed marriages. I am not sure where to go next, whether just to confirm my suspicions and file for divorce myself and let her figure it out, or just keep doing what I am doing and being patient until she gets herself figured out and waits to see what decision she makes. OP said, "Thank you everyone, it seems like a pretty clear consensus. I've never heard the term gray rock, but I am looking at it now on surviving infidelity. I will just take time and start looking at options for getting a divorce and talking to a lawyer." Never ever play the pick-me dance. You have to love yourself and respect yourself, because no one will ever love or respect yourself like you. If someone you love and cherish can hurt you just like your wife did, that person shouldn't be in your life anymore and shouldn't get an ounce more of your time and effort. OP, this marriage was over a long time ago. You're just realizing it now. You can never fix a marriage by sleeping with someone else. OP, it's time to stand up and be strong. Don't try to relive or revive the past, when that person who you loved has changed. It's time to move on and discover yourself again. Your kids are the future now. There is no better future than that. Your wife doesn't love you anymore, it is time to understand and accept that. I understand not wanting this to affect the children and wanting to just have things as they were, but your happiness and well-being is important, even to the children, who may be too young to understand, but will eventually. I hope OP has the courage to file for divorce and hopes he focuses on his well-being and his future with his children.